All right. Manchester United have made it open that they won't sell any player for less. You understand? So, so far the players that have made up their mind to leave this summer, players like Marcus Rashford, Alejandro Garnacho, Jadon Sancho, Anthony, Tala Malacia. Now, these players from the onset they've made it clear that they will leave the club this summer. So in that case, the only player that have left successfully is Marcus Rashford. He left for Barcelona on loan. Then other players have been having ups and down sagas, ups and down transfer sagas. When a team comes, they submit low bid, and then they think Man U will consider the low bid based on the fact that the player wants to leave the team this summer. So with that being said, I think a player like Jadon Sancho, I think Juventus have been the leading horse in his transfer saga. They are planning on selling Samuel Bangulu and Timothy Will to Marcel and Werder Bremen, so they can raise funds about I think the funds about the 24.5 million pounds estimate, 24.5 million pounds. Then come for Jadon Sancho. I don't think they value Jadon Sancho above 20 million pounds. And I think it's wrong because they're trying to exploit the fact that the player wants to leave the team. I don't think he's I don't think he's right. It means they want to force Man U to sell a player undervalued. Are you saying it? So you coming for Sancho with a bid less than 20 million pound, maybe 18. Man, Juventus, I think they're planning on coming with a bid even less than 20 million pounds for Jadon Sancho. It's very wrong. Look at Garnacho, a young lad full with potential, and Chelsea are looking for a swap deal. You understand? They're even saying that 50 million pounds is way too much for Jadon Sancho, for Alejandro Garnacho. So Man U have been on this transfer saga for these remaining four players for a very long time, because not every team coming wants to exploit the fact that the player wants to leave the team. The likes of Tala Malacia. Even PSV have a closed door, for his return. They don't want him to come back after the loan. So I think some things they're just trying to exploit that fact, and they want to make it in a way that the player will have to force the team, force the team's hand to sell at a very low price. So I don't think it's a nice one. So in that case, the Man U head coach Ruben Amorim have made it clear that Man U is not going to sell any player for less. As a matter of fact, he opened his hand for any player who wants to stay. If you want to stay back at Manchester United, you can stay back. He will welcome you to the team. You're part of the team because we can't sell you for less. That's just the truth. So if these players want to stay back at Manchester United, no doubt they will stay back. Nevertheless, they might not be starters. Do you understand? They might not be starters any longer because I think the coach have made up his mind on his starters for the season. So, but I think it will ease Man U from the pressure of selling these players at a very low price. So many things have underpriced these players. Look at 35 million pounds placed on Anthony. Real Betis can't even meet up to that because I think Real Betis is struggling financially. But the team now leading in Anthony's transfer saga is Atletico Madrid. So 35 million pounds, I don't think 35 million pounds is too much for a player like Anthony, who performed very well in the La Liga last season. We all know that he performed very, very well. So even he disturbed everything, both Barcelona, Real Madrid, Atletico de Madrid. He disturbed every team in that La Liga. You understand? When you're playing Real Betis, then you have the mind that I'm going to face a very tough opponent. Do you understand? Because of who? Because of Anthony. But now, 35 million pounds, we valued him at 35 million pounds. Even Atletico Madrid haven't come to, sign this boy outright. They want to exploit the fact that these boys want to leave the team. So they will force Man U to sell at a low price. So I like what our coach is doing. He has made it obvious that we can't sell any player for less. We won't sell any player for less. So any player who wants to stay back at Manchester United will be welcome back No, he's I don't think it's more or less a prodigal son something. You say you want to leave there after you come back. But I think the coach is he have a big heart, and he will surely welcome every player who wants to stay back from this to who wants to stay back at Manchester United. I think he will welcome all of them. So I don't know what you think. Let me get your thoughts in the comment section. Do you think it's a nice move, or do you think the players will corrupt the other lads, or what do you think? Let me get your thoughts in the comment section.